Let's transition to some college football right now. We've got some big-time players from the city of San Bernardino that have gone on to the college level. Maybe most notably is Jayden Daniels, the former Cajon High School quarterback who rewrote the CIF Southern Section record book. He basically leads the section in everything you can think of in passing yards, touchdowns, all that stuff. Well, Jayden signed with Arizona State, played a couple seasons there for Herm Edwards, then transferred to LSU, that is Louisiana State University. And Jayden he's got the Tigers in position to maybe be in the hunt for a national championship, currently ranked number 5 in the entire country. Jayden won the starting quarterback job in the fall training camp and has been the starter all season long for new head coach Brian Kelly, who came over from Notre Dame to take over LSU. And he went with Jayden Daniels, and it has paid off big time. One of the top passers. Also, a great runner, as you're seeing in this touchdown run for Jayden Daniels. I actually stopped a little bit short, but he had a touchdown run in that game against the University of Alabama, Birmingham. And Jayden Daniels on the ground, through the air, having a big season. Some Heisman Trophy talk as well for the former Cajon High School star. And trying to get LSU and that 4-team college football semifinal. And they're close. They're right on the edge. And there's some other games that'll have a big impact on whether LSU gets in or not. And LSU will play Georgia for the SEC championship, a lot because of, Jayden Daniels. Here's Jayden Daniels talking about the team and getting better and trying to meet that expectation of being a national championship contender.
Yeah, we go out there and, like I said, doing our job. We're late in the season. It's not about if we're better than teams. It's about who's the most mental tough team and who prepare throughout the week, because everybody's good as you get late in the season. The coaches give me a green light. If you feel like I can outrun the guy, I'll be able to just be decisive with what I do. Sometimes, I might get a little too greedy, but, they just tell me, be decisive. You can't be wrong.
Next up, the Boise State Broncos. And Boise State will be playing for a Mountain West Conference championship because of a couple San Bernardino guys, like that guy, number 4. That is Rodney Robinson, also a Cajon High School graduate. And also flying at secondary on defense for the Broncos is number 21, Tyreek Jones from San Gorgonio High School. So a couple guys from San Bernardino making big-time plays on defense for Boise State to give them a chance to play for that conference championship in the Mountain West. So congratulations to those guys on having a great season. And Tyreek Jones, remember, he came back to Boise State instead of declaring for the NFL draft. So this year, maybe Tyreek will have a conference championship and then an NFL career awaiting him after the end of this season. Another guy who looks like he's going to be in the NFL as well, or at least should have a good shot at it, is BYU defensive back Caleb Hayes, also from San Gorgonio. So think about it. San G had Caleb Hayes and Tyreek Jones in that secondary. Although Caleb Hayes was a quarterback, if you remember, at San Gorgonio. He was a great runner, and he could pass the football too, but he was just a great athlete. And, of course, transitioned to defense. He signed with Oregon State out of San Gorgonio, transferred to BYU for 2 seasons, and it paid off in a big way because Caleb Hayes is having a great season this year for the Cougars. And like Tyreek Jones, the NFL looks like it's on the horizon for Caleb. Here's more about Caleb Hayes saying, man, what a great decision to transfer to BYU.
Like I said, I should have probably came here my freshman year and built up from it. Things happen, and I'm glad I just got to be here. It's great to be a Coug. It's sad to go, It's sad to just think about, you gotta let things go, move forward, which is a positive thing in my life. But I'm glad I got to be here.
So Caleb Hayes and Tyreek Jones, 2 guys that will be seeking NFL jobs next season, but a guy right now from San Bernardino that is currently in the NFL and having a great season as well is Alexander Madison. Now, Alexander Madison is one of the running backs for the Minnesota Vikings, and along with Dalvin Cook, provide one of the best 1-2 punches in terms of a rushing attack in all of the NFL. And right now, Minnesota, record-wise, is one of the best teams in the NFL, and they look like a serious Super Bowl contender thanks to, well, Alexander Mattison. You can see him catching a touchdown, running in a touchdown. He's done everything. And again, going with Dalvin Cook, one of the best 1-2 punches in the NFL in terms of the ground game. Here's Alexander Mattison talking more about teaming up with Dalvin Cook. Pick your poison. Both these guys are great players.
I definitely think that, we both have our unique running style that fits well, complements one another. But yeah, I think, one of the things that we pride ourselves in is not having any type of drop off when either of us are in the game. And we actually take pride in trying to even get the announcers to say the wrong name after a run sometimes, and just like they did the other day. But it's one of those things where, if I can come in there and run and it looks like him and it feels like him, that's pretty darn good, especially since I believe, he's the best in the league. So when you look at it from that standpoint, yeah, it's something that we take pride in, is trying to be as interchangeable in any type of situation.
And that was the one and only Alexander Mattison. When we come back here on Sports Weekly, let's talk some college basketball. 'Tis the season for hoops already, and one of our local guys, one of the best at Cajon High School, Riley Robinson, has graduated, taking his talents to the college level. We'll tell you where Riley Robinson is at, and with our exclusive interview with the former Cajon Cowboys basketball star. That's next here on Sports Weekly.